Hi everyone, it's Den and welcome back to my channel. Earlier today, I posted on my Instagram story that I will be taking a TikTok break. This is just a document that I'm taking a TikTok break. Can you believe that? I know it's not really a big deal to most of you all, but I don't know, it's weird, but I'm starting to get these views and likes and even follows out of nowhere. I think it only happened when I started to duet those Mafia and BBPOVs. And like, what the... I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get the hype. And to be honest, parang na-awkward ako. Parang na-anxious ako. I don't know. That's why I felt the need of taking a TikTok break. And I find it funny kasi parang with the numbers that I'm getting from TikTok, parang mauunahan pa yata ng TikTok yung YouTube eh. Kaya please, YouTube, please do not disappoint me kasi dito ako nag-e-effort, hello. I mean, yeah, I would admit I bought these LED lights and all that stuff because of TikTok, but hello. So actually, what I did earlier won't be the first time that I avoided TikTok.
Plot twist, nag-TikTok ako after filming this.
Wala pang 24 hours. But anyway, I did not dress up. I did household chores. So, I did wash the dishes, I did the laundry earlier. I watched Netflix instead of just, chilling in my room and then scrolling my TikTok feed. And just nanonood lang ako ng series, ganun. And then last but not the least, I actually talk to people. Friends, if you were to notice, hindi na ako masyadong nagre-reply sa mga messages. Only if importante lang talaga. But I already skipped the part when I actually talk to actual people. Today, I tried to reconnect with some of my friends and I also talked to, my newfound friends online. So yun, those things made me skip TikTok and those things made me feel like I'm an actual person. I'm an actual human being interacting with people. You know what I'm saying? So if possible sa akin na hindi ko nagawang mag-TikTok today because of those steps that I did, it's also possible for you to move on. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung connect. Kasi yung topic ko talaga is how to move on. And honestly, I cannot come up with an intro. Kaya naisipan kong fudge, I still suck at podcasting. I thought of this topic kasi I still have a pending question from a friend. Remember during my second or third vlog yata na I did the Q&A with my friends and there's this pahabol question that I failed to answer on my vlog. The question was, paano ka nakamove on sa ex mo? Okay ka na ba? Or mahal mo pa? Honestly, I find it a very interesting question. That's why I'm making a vodcast out of it. I'm not really gonna discuss as to how I personally did it. Well, I still might, drop some. Life experiences are the best examples, right? But again, if I'm gonna share to you my own personal experiences, during my own process, I screwed up really, really bad. But anyway, for this podcast, again, I'm gonna be giving you practical ways on how to move on.
Smelling like $100 bill. Hey, smelling like $100 bill. Smelling like $100 hey, hey.
Now, bakit practical? Ako kasi, I'm the type of person na if I need to learn something, if I want to know more about something, I would go on the internet, I would Google it. Funny as it may seem, during my last breakup, what I did, day after the breakup, I Googled how to move on. The internet gave me a lot of articles, yep, but most of them are really generic and really vague. Honestly, hindi ko sila na-apply. So I admit that I'm stubborn, but I just really felt that they weren't helpful at all. For example, they'll say, slowly let them go. Like, what the fuck? How? Hello, di ba nga? I searched and I read this article for me to figure out how to let them go. And then you're just gonna tell me, just let them go. Ito pa isang example, si closure. Girl, closure did not work for me. Honestly. So, those things that I learned online, they're just vague. They actually did not help me personally kasi they're not really specific. So today I'll try to be very specific in itemizing those stuff that could really help you in moving on. Hindi ako relationship guru kasi nga, di ba? I suck at relationships. Kaya nga single ako ngayon. But here we are anyway. So, here goes nothing. First, stop communicating with your ex. Like a day after the breakup, just cut it off. You wanted to move on, right? So if I'm not mistaken, you have the full intention of moving forward alone. Well, it's fine if you still want to be acquainted with your ex, but not as early as now, and allow yourself to heal first. We're all humans, and it's absolutely normal to compare and contrast how your ex treated you during and after the relationship. And I guarantee you it's really gonna hurt. So if you don't want that, or if you don't want to go through that, then just cut the chase. Just, if unfriending or unfollowing or muting your ex would, help you, so be it. This thing actually worked for me. I'm not really gonna go deeper there, but not seeing my ex on my feed helped me a lot. Second is, avoid your usual go-to places. Natural tendency kasi niyan would be you would reminisce the times when you went there together. I guarantee you it's not gonna help you, sis. Raw City is very small and we've been to a lot of places, so it was really, really difficult at first. Just try to look for a different tambayan for now. Number 3 is change your entire playlist. Same kasi with number 2, it will only make you think about the person once the song starts playing. This thing actually worked for me during the process of moving on. I think that was October last year. I changed my playlist on Spotify. Like, I really wiped it out. Kahit Get You wala na sa playlist ko. And then I asked a friend to give me songs. For example, in my part, if we go to places, naka-play talaga sa sasakyan yung mga songs na nasa playlist ko. And then, for example, if I'm gonna play them again in the car, wala ka nang kasama, ikaw na lang mag-isa. And then, maalala mo, may kasama ka dati sa sasakyan, di ba? If that song was playing. So, it's really gonna help you if you have a different song. Like, it's refreshing, honestly. By the way, if you want to have some good music, I can share you my playlist. So just comment down below if you want, if you want me to give you good music. Number 4 is for you to stop daydreaming about what could have been. Girl, tapos na. This is literally the worst part of a breakup. You're just there sitting around feeling sorry for yourself. You tend to think, what if I acted or I did things differently? What if I've done better? But just stop. Don't do that to yourself. It was meant to happen, so just live with the choices that you made. Don't make it worse by wishing that you have made another decision. Or you could just simply think na hindi na talaga kayo para sa isa't isa. Real talk. Number 5 is cry your heart out if necessary. Hindi ko siya ginawang number 1 kasi in the first place, hindi naman lahat ng nag-go through ng breakup would have to cry. I mean, it's a normal thing for you to cry, especially if you're upset, especially if you're mad, especially if you're sad. I'm not saying that we shouldn't normalize crying after a breakup, but it's not really that necessary. But if you feel like, ang bigat na talaga sa pakiramdam, you can go ahead and do so. Always remember this, just because the relationship is over doesn't mean that the world stopped revolving. Sis, life goes on with or without that person. Wait lang, bakit ako nagsisis? This is for both boys, girls, everyone. This is basically for everyone. And this is just a quick announcement. From now on, I will be calling you, I will be calling my audiences, my followers, my fans and all that. I will be calling you guys kings because you have your own crown. Bae man, lalaki man, bakla man, tomboy man, you have your own crowns, you have your own kingdoms, and we're all kings. So I'm calling you a king. Take time to process and embrace what you're feeling. I mean, all feelings are valid. Number 6, and this is something that I felt like I've missed. Bakit natagalan ako mag-move on? This is for you to forgive yourself. Whether or not it's your fault that the relationship has ended, you have to forgive yourself for whatever role that you played in that relationship. You don't even need to identify kung anong naging part mo or anong naging ambag mo dun sa relationship na yun, kasi it could just open the box of Pandora. It could open up some areas of your life that you're not ready to deal with just yet. Number 7, ito yung... Oh my god, first time ako na-interrupt, lobat ako. So ito na nga, I feel like this should be normalized. Kings, it's okay if you still love them. Like seriously, it doesn't make you marupok at all. It doesn't even make you a weak person or a loser. Kasi even if the relationship has already ended, it is still possible for you to have the love and the respect for them. Actually, this kind of admission that you still have feelings for them or that you still love and respect them, this actually helps you move on. You can still love them from afar for as long as it's not stopping you from going out and living your life independently. And the last but not the least is for you to learn from it. One day, if there's no more pain, there will be lessons that you can use as your takeaways from that relationship. The lessons may either teach you on how to be more open when it comes to love or trust your gut next time. Just find the silver lining. There's always something good that comes out of everything. Always remember this. The tough stuff will always make you tougher and wiser. Well, sa buhay, Madam Charo, is that me? In life, we normally face, heartaches and pain. And it's part of being human because we have emotions. At the same time, keep in mind that there's always a way out from the sadness. You can choose bitterness or you can choose to move on and be happy. The former is easy, but the latter takes a lot of courage. So let me ask you this. Which one is yours? Ganda-ganda ng outro pero ang pangit ng intro, shit.